Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to Leonyx Tarot. Today's pick a card reading is going to be on aspects of you that needs healing. So this could be pretty much anything, and we're just going to kind of leave it open, see what comes through. But we have three piles, I should say, not two piles, three piles to choose from. Pile 1 has this little grey, I think it's some kind of agate, but this little grey mushroom. And then for pile 2 we have this opalite mushroom. Try and hold that up for you. I'm trying to catch the light with it at the same time. So yeah, that's for pile 2. And then pile 3 we have, I believe this is bloodstone mushroom. So, but feel free to pause the video if you need to pick your pile, and I will see you in your reading. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. So this is your reading if you chose this little grey mushroom. I'm just going to see if you'll stand up there. That's it. And we're going to use these oracle cards to just kind of get an overview of your current situation and what it is that you're aware of that needs healing already, and then we'll get into the tarot as well. So we have Angel of Alchemy, Miracle, with the number 21, and then we have a Fairy of the Green World, the Natural World Needs You, with the number 44, and then we also have Greys, which are timid, misunderstood and shy. And then we also have this little one saying this is the sign. So pile 1, it feels like there's something that you have been holding back pursuing, and it's almost like you're making yourself small so that you can kind of fit in with society and what's expected of you, or what you think that you should be doing. Because this feels like it could be, how to put this, this Angel of Alchemy feels like it's you, and you see how she's got her hands fisted across her chest. It feels like you're keeping something under wraps, and you're keeping it to yourself at the moment, but there's something that you've been wanting to pursue, and it may relate to nature or animals, or something to do with really embracing, it feels like embracing a shadow part of yourself, or something that you feel would make you kind of stand out from the crowd and be different from everyone else, or different from mainstream society. But where you've been possibly conditioned, or feel like you can't embody that, this is the part of you that's asking to be healed. And if you've been trying to decide whether to step into this and to really acknowledge it and bring it forwards into your life and allow other people to see that aspect of yourself, this is your sign that it's time, or it's almost time to do that. There may be some healing that you need to do first, but this is your time to pursue that, and your sign that this is meant for you. Because you may be, even if you aren't keeping things under wrap and to yourself, you may be naturally quite shy and feel like if you were to come forwards with this, then you may be misunderstood, or that people wouldn't either accept you for who you are, or they wouldn't understand where you're coming from. And that may be a general sense of your energy and how you view life. And you may have always felt like you don't quite fit in here in the 3D, like you haven't quite found your place. But by embodying this and stepping forwards, you're going to find your tribe, and you're going to find others who you are more alike with than you thought possible. Because with the 3 greys standing here, it's almost making me think of the 3 of Pentacles type energy of working together and learning and growing together as a team. Or it may also be something about learning something new. So there may be something that you would need to learn, and a new skill set that you'd need to build on to be able to embody what it is that you've been dreaming of or wanting to pursue. Because I keep finding myself wanting to touch this. So there's something about a dream that you've been putting off, or that you don't think that you're capable of achieving or doing. But it's okay to dream big, it's okay to learn new skills. It doesn't matter how old you are. There's nothing to stop you from changing career paths or learning a new hobby. It doesn't matter how old you are. Don't let that deter you from pursuing that, or anything else for that matter. There's going to be ways around it, and ways for you to find the resources that you need to step into this. So there's something about the fairy of the green world as well that I keep being drawn back to. So you may find that you may already be drawn to fairies or really like fairies, but I can't remember the full meaning of this card. So I'm going to have a quick flick in here, and then I'm going to read what it says about this particular card here for you. So, Fairy of the Green World message: the natural world needs you. This little green fairy signifies and embodies the life force of the green world. She is seen tending to plants that are drooping, too moist or too dry. She is like a nurse or healer assigned to the plant realm, great forests and small personal gardens alike. She is joyful every time someone gives energy to this realm. Every little bit helps nurture the plants, which are very tired. Fewer and fewer plants and trees and forests are expected to provide more and more life-giving oxygen for animals, elements, and we humans. Sometimes she becomes overwhelmed with all we humans have done to the green world, so she may be about to ask for your help. When you give her your help, blessings are returned to you threefold. And then we have the Fairy of the Green World speaks. The green world is changing, and I am asking for your help. The world needs you to tend to the green things in it in some way right now, and it is your time to make a contribution. Time to plant a garden, assist another with theirs, or share some food, flowers, or herbs from your own. Develop your connection with solar energy. Find your own water source and depend less on supermarkets, ATMs, and electricity. Learn to live with her, the soul of the green world, by providing the world with this beautiful example. You are nourishing and nurturing our mother, the earth, who feels so tired some days. Find a forest or a grove of trees or a fairy ring of mushrooms, somewhere that speaks to your soul, and sit with her for a while. When she breathes her messages through the leaves and whispers the words of wisdom into your ears, you will know the right place and time to develop this sacred donation of time and energy. Thank you in advance. The fairies will be sure to help you in return. And the divination message: is take time to grow plants or tend a vegetable patch or a herb garden. Look into contributing some money or time to or devotion to a cause for the green world. The natural forests and the wide green spaces of the planet need your healing, kind, and tending hand and heart now. Your influence will have great power. Make a donation to a wildlife foundation for the green world. Look into establishing a grove or visiting a forest, and offer your energetic support and prayers for a world where green spaces thrive and where the wild creatures of the green woods continue to live in their own environment. See and visualize a world where green things grow, and the fairy of the green world will know that nature is safe while there are ones such as you in this world. It is time for growth, for abundance, and for earth element to find its way, true and strong, in your beautiful life. Eat organic food, go raw, detox, find a water source and cleanse it. Be more self-sustaining and step away from the unnatural system and join with the natural energies of the planet and the galaxy. And I don't know about you, but I was getting quite emotional reading that. So there's something really significant about you spending time in nature and really simplifying your life. You may find that you need to detox from technology or social media and just kind of take a step back for a while, because that feels like it would not only be beneficial for the planet and Mother Gaia as a whole, but it would also be really healing for you. So this could be something that would be really beneficial for your healing journey, as well as your soul mission that you're on. And there may also be something that you're trying to physically heal at the moment. So I'm going to look up this one as well. I wasn't going to do this, but it feels like there's something really important in the messages of these two for you. So 21. The angel of alchemy is the miracle who stands between the physical and death. She is the powerful healing angel who will resolve this health issue that is confronting you at this present time. Her role is to help you to find the perfect treatment for your body and to restore your well-being naturally and healthfully. She helps you find the right doctor, the right treatment, the right healing mode, and the right attitude and energy to overcome this challenge. She will draw on powerful energy from her heart chakra, which will be sent to you and which can revive your energy and your belief in the possibility of your perfect health. She will help you to find the courage to face physical life, for it is that which has overwhelmed you from time to time. The sheer courage it takes to experience life in physical form is that which she is here to help support you in, and show you that not only does it take great courage, it brings the greatest of all blessings. And her message is, I am here to help you make a miraculous shift in your body and your health. Whether you have an injury or an illness, or simply feel ill at ease within the form you currently have, I am the angel of alchemy, and I can show you how to change your current experience of physicality. I stand here and have gone so for many thousands of years. For many thousands of years. I have seen the fear and the guilt of others. I have seen the fear of infection, the anguish of pain, and the despair at life seeming to end. But I am here with you now to show you how to create health and strength, how to build, I don't know where I got that word from, how to stop being so frightened of growing older and having times when your body will challenge you. All will be well, and all this will pass. Yeah. This form is just one of many you will create. Let me show you how to live anew with love and health. And the divination message is, there may be health challenges for you at the present time, regardless of what you or one dear to you may be experiencing. It's time to ask yourself, what would I do if I knew I had a short time left to live on this planet? Then begin to take action on these plans, because the beautiful thing about looking deeply into the human fear of death is that oh my goodness, I can't speak today, is that this examination of mortality will create an exquisite sense of being alive now. And you will reprioritize, and you will begin to shape your life in new and meaningful ways once you set that time in the sense of bodily life can be short. Once you see that time in the sense of bodily life can be short. Do not hesitate. Take action now on changing what can be changed. When you receive this card, you are about to turn a corner with a health challenge. The current situation has actually served you in many ways. It's brought your focus back to what is truly valuable in your life and made you aware of areas of neglect. Now you can move forwards with a refreshed sense of priorities that are based in something very real. The Angel of Alchemy encourages you to make your healing, either your own or that of someone close to you, the top priority. And part of that healing, it goes so well with the Fairy of the Green World. You may find a lot of healing by being in nature. Whatever your physical challenges are, if you can't get out and be in a garden or forest or even a park, then there will be ways for you to bring nature in, whether that be through house plants, or I'm even being shown tending to something like a bonsai tree, or one of those Zen garden packs that you can get. They're quite small really, so you could have those if you live in a flat or something like that, just to kind of give you something that will help you to reconnect with nature as a whole. Don't be timid or shy about standing up for yourself or getting the healthcare that you need as well, and putting those boundaries in place for the time that you need for your healing and to spend in nature or doing those sorts of things. Don't be afraid of standing up for yourself and standing up for your needs and desires and wishes. That feels really important for you, Pile 1. So I'm just going to put this over here. And we'll get a little bit of tarot, just to kind of get a little bit more into this. Going to do one more shuffle, and it doesn't want to shuffle. And we have the Chariot. What does Pile 1 need to know about the healing, please? Does Pile 1 need to know about the healing, please, Spirit? That's more than I anticipated. So we have Four of Wands in reverse, Six of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. There's something about needing to move forwards from something. There's been a situation either that you are currently in or have recently been through that it's made you feel kind of unsure. It's almost like it's rocked your stability and feeling like you knew what direction you were going in. And you may have found that you've struggled slightly with your mental health because of it, whether it be depression or just kind of lacking motivation. But things are going to be changing and going in a much better direction because, okay, so the Chariot is all about willpower, moving forwards and making sure that things are aligned and taking aligned action. And moving forwards to make sure that you are aligned, I think spending time in nature is going to be the key element for you. But there is something, because, oh my goodness, there is just so much here. With the Four of Wands in reverse, to me that speaks about a lack of stability and being uncertain as to what direction things are going to go in. It may have felt like things have been rocked either with your home life or something to do with having those four walls around you and that stability of a home and the celebration of joy of having others around you. There's something about that that's felt like it's been rocked. It may be with your health concerns that have been going on, but you are going to be moving forwards into smoother waters and you're being divinely guided, because you've got these crows here that are pulling the ship forwards, or this little boat forwards, and that really feels like it's spirit coming through that has been guiding you and showing you the way forwards. And even if you've felt like you haven't had the energy or the motivation to be able to take those steps yourself, it's all being lined up for you by spirit and you are being guided and intuitively nudged in the right direction. Because you may feel like you don't have any power at the moment over your physical body or your physical experience of the 3D, which is what's potentially led you to have worries about your mental health or feeling depressed and just kind of that sense of melancholy and not having the motivation to move forwards. Is there anything else, please, Spirit? Is there anything else that Pile 1 needs to know about the healing? And we also have the Queen of Cups. It's time to focus on your emotional well-being, Pile 1. It feels like that's kind of been neglected. You've been so wrapped up and worried. Yeah, and we've got the High Priestess in reverse. You've been so wrapped up and worried about your physical well-being and things that have been going on for you in 3D that it feels like you've either not had time or you've neglected really nourishing yourself in a spiritual kind of way, an emotional way. So find the things that bring you joy. You know what they say about laughter being the best healer, and I think that's really true. So, and that feels really important for you right now, to be able to find that, and to be able to find that balance between the physical and the spiritual aspects of yourself, and really being able to tap back into your inner world, your inner knowing, your inner connection with yourself, because it feels like you've been quite focused on the external world and not really devoting any time and energy to your connection with your higher self and with spirit and even your inner self and your inner world. Because if we have a rich inner world, then our outer world kind of, it doesn't matter so much if we get kind of pushed and shoved around. Because I don't mean that quite how it sounded, but you know how a river flows. It isn't in a straight line, and it forges its path and its way around rocks and boulders and any plant life that's growing there, and it just kind of, it morphs and changes. And although it's powerful and nothing can truly stop it, other than obviously man-made dams and things like that, but in a natural path of a river, there isn't anything that can stop it from flowing. But it kind of moves and flows and adapts to the things that it finds in its path. And that's what you're doing at the moment, or what you're learning to do in your healing. And by having a rich internal world, it allows us to adapt more easily to the things that we come up against, and the hurdles, like the rocks and boulders that a river finds on its path. Those are what you're currently learning to adapt and go round, and so that it doesn't bring you to a halt. And spending time in nature and refocusing on your internal world and your connection with your emotional well-being and spirit is going to help you with your healing in the physical world, and how to really adapt and really take on those challenges that you've been facing, so that you can move forwards. So we're going to use the Affirmators deck. These ones are focused towards love and relationships, but I've been using them in conjunction with your own self-love and your relationship with yourself as well. And they've been quite helpful. So we will see what messages there are for you. And we have warmth. Focus on warmth and let it guide. And oh my goodness. See, I shouldn't be reading things out today, should I? I focus on warmth and let it guide all my interactions. No matter how others behave, I choose to respond warmly. With warmth, I can melt any icy exterior. I can soften any hard feelings. I can microwave any pizza. Today I adopt the saying, kill 'em with kindness, and turn myself into a warmth and loving serial killer. I think that would be really helpful for you, and how you talk to yourself make sure that you are speaking to yourself with love and kindness and being gentle with yourself. If you're having problems with your physical health or mental health, then it's really important to kind of keep track of how you talk to yourself and do your best to, if you find yourself putting yourself down or being negative, then try and stop yourself and stop that thought in its track and see what you can come up with that would be more along the lines of something that you would say to your best friend or someone that you really love and care about. If you caught them saying something like that, how would you respond to them in that situation, and how would you talk to them? And what else, please, Spirit? What else for my pile ones, please? Open-heartedness. I know that life and the people living it can be an absolute bummer sometimes, but I promise not to let unhappy chapters make me jaded. If I let negative experiences turn me sour, then the jerks win. So I'll move on with an open and hopeful heart, if only because I hate losing to jerks. And what else? What else, please, Spirit? Can I get one more, please? Can I get one more, please, Spirit? Can I get one more, please? My pile ones. Can I get one more, please, Spirit? My pile ones. I'm going to take that one. And we have curiosity. Meeting new people, I remember that what a treasure trove of options, interests and stories they are. But these treasures will only be unlocked if I embrace my curiosity. So I'll be curious and you be interesting. Deal? And I think this kind of also talks about being curious with yourself, with your own interests, and as we were talking about earlier, with your own emotional fulfillment. Get curious about it. Take a look at things that you used to love doing when you were younger, and if there's anything that you haven't tried but you've always kind of been curious about or interested in, then now's the time to give it a try and kind of look more deeply into it, because you can try things as a hobby, and if you find that they aren't as good as what you thought they were, you can move on to the next one. It's not the end of the world, but just kind of have that childlike curiosity and come at it with an open heart to just see, just try it for the sake of trying it. And on the back of the deck we have listening. I activate my receptive side and become an engaged, intuitive, professional grade listener. Supercharged listening gives me the ability to not only hear the words others are saying, but also to perceive the emotions hiding between their words. Armed with this knowledge, I'll be in a great position to give them exactly what they need, or, if I prefer, to dominate the planet. So, and that can also be in conjunction with listening to how you speak to yourself as well. And I want to grab this other little deck for you as well, just to kind of help you connect with your higher self and your spiritual side a little bit more. So we're just going to get maybe 2 or 3 of these, just to kind of see what there is. So, Spirit, what would help, or what does my pile one need to know to help them connect with their higher self and spiritual side? What would be helpful for my pile ones, please, Spirit? What do they need to know? Journey to wholeness. Love from a sense of wholeness. We may have concepts of others that are not really who they are, due to subconscious projections or ideals. We could have the idea that we will feel better about ourselves when we achieve a goal or status. This takes us out of the present and puts conditions on love. Hold the vision that you and others are already perfect. Thus we can heal through the transformative power of acceptance. Acknowledge the full spectrum and bring any fractured parts back to the present moment. Here we are whole and empowered to step into the brightest version of ourselves. I think that one's kind of self-explanatory for you, pile one. Can we get some more, please, Spirit? What else for my pile ones, please? And we also have got two there. So, air, paradigm shift. This is a time of tremendous change, and the speed of our evolution is increasing exponentially. We can build energetic sovereignty, inspire others, connect dots, and receive and share the knowledge and tools needed for transformation. As we wake up, we can't help but awaken those around us. It may start with an inquiry on what this fresh, new, and long-awaited breath is all about. An expansive being holds a tiny heart-shaped seedling. When the foundations we build on come from a place of love over fear, we will see huge positive changes in the world. We can start with ourselves. And that's the image for you. So, and we also have transformation. Go inwards and be present with wherever you are in... I'll start that again. I'm only half here, I do apologise. Go inwards and be present with wherever you are at in your progress. Feel whatever you need to feel. It may be hard to be present with some parts of yourself. Bring them into a cocoon of gentle love and reflection. Insight will come. Shadows can be released, and your heart space will soften. Cry or be angry if this is what you are holding on to, and laugh at the ironic divine perfection of it all. Journey beyond your constructed outer self, where you can delve into the beautiful abyss of your being. Revel in the twilight before the dawn, and let your wings unfurl. And on the back of the deck, we have Internal Explorer. This is all about you going within, pile one. There's a real need for you to journey within yourself and to heal those parts of yourself. Internal Explorer. When we stop looking outside ourselves and surrender to a softer inner focus, we have access to unlimited information and resources. When we stop thinking with the glass ceiling of our intellect, we have access to multidimensional wisdom from the collective consciousness. Everything is there within you, waiting for expression. You are invited to explore the state of flow. You are an infinitely amazing being who can access collective consciousness, especially when you surrender some control to the greater process or get out of your own way. You have the permission you felt you needed. Go within and explore. Wonderful gifts are waiting for you. And that's really making me think of the river that we were talking about earlier, the metaphor. And really allowing yourself to find that flow, that state of flow, because even if you look at Abraham Hicks' work and Jerry and Esther Hicks, they talk about manifestations being part of a flow and not paddling upstream, because if you surrender and allow that state of flow and being to just kind of guide you, then you'll be flowing on that river rather than swimming against it, and it will guide you through all of the twists and turns to the manifestations that you are seeking. And yeah, just take yourself out in nature, allow yourself that time to really go within. Even if you can connect with nature and then allow yourself to just take some deep breaths and drop into yourself, you may get those intuitive nudges while you're doing that, which will help start your healing journey of going within. So I really hope that this has been helpful for you, Pile 1. Thank you ever so much for letting me read for you, and I'm sending you so much love. I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this, and if you're new to the channel, please feel free to like, comment or subscribe if you feel like doing so, as it all helps raise the channel and helps me out as an energetic exchange for the reading. And yeah, I hope that you will come back and see me again soon. Bye. Hi there, Pile 2. So this is your reading if you chose the opalite mushroom, and I'm just going to pop it up there, and then we're going to get into your oracle cards. So we've got 3 of those, and these are going to kind of be an overview of what it is that needs healing. They've been really insightful so far. So we have, sorry, I should be reading these out as I do them. Witch at the end of the world, an important end, a new beginning, with the number 45. And we also have, I want to say Ouroboros, but I don't think it is. It's something along those lines, but it stands for infinity, eternal and past life. And this little one is you're going in the right direction. So you may have already started your healing journey, or it may be something that you're being led to at the moment, and it's the direction that you're going in which is right for you, because the healing that needs to take place, or the aspect of you that you need to heal or needs healing, it could be something that's come through from your past life or previous life here, because there's really something about, with this snake kind of going around, yes, it has wings on, but there's something about the snake that is making me think of like a Kundalini awakening, or if you've read The Anatomy of a Witch, or An Anatomy of a Witch, by Laura Tempest Sakharov, there's a centre that's, oh my goodness, there's something about words that haven't been going right for me today. There's something about a centre in our being that is referred to as the serpent, which is also, this card's also making me think of that. There was something that with this card, I've been, in pile 1, I read out the meaning for their card, and it was really insightful. So we're going to do that for you as well. And the funny thing is, I think that this is also the last card in the deck. Yeah, number 45. whereas pile 1 had the one before. So it was like they're sort of closing out, but you're right at the end of closing out, almost like it almost feels like a 10 of Wands sort of energy of it being time to put down the heavy burdens. But I'm going to read the meaning for that one for you. So, storms fly about her, electrical whips crack through the heavy air with their bites of fire, and she sits among them, hugging her hourglass, holding everything together till the force creating the change has done its work. When the witch at the end of the world makes her appearance in a spread or divination casting, you will know that something's time has come. There can be no more delaying, for the change has begun. So the best thing for you to do now is prepare for this change. Find solutions to challenges that will come up when the change comes. You will be fine, by the way, and all will be well, but there will be a time for seeming chaos and difficulty. If you are prepared and ready to let go and change and let something end, the little witch's countdown will not affect you, as it will affect others who refuse to acknowledge that changes are coming and become fearful at their inevitable approach. There is nothing to fear, but plenty to prepare for. You will be safe and well, and very ready to embrace the new world. And her message is, I am not wicked, but I am a witch, and changes are made when the world bends and shifts. I hold this hourglass up to you now, so you know that the time for an ending is almost upon us. You can see the signs all around you. The strange weather, the hurricanes, the cyclones, the earth changes all about us. But so many simply say, I am wicked for showing you this. They blame me for what they call the catastrophes, and they ignore the signs. They are with you, and it is time to be ready. We are all about to experience a huge change, and it will be for the better. But while we hold on to the old, the storms will blast us, and the land will shift, and self-healing will look like destruction. The divination meaning is experience an important and significant rearrangement of life on a personal or global level, affecting power sources, systems and relationships. Changes in law, legal systems, the economy, and values and beliefs. There may be a need to be able to live more simply and in harmony with nature. There is nothing to be frightened of, only a voyage to weather, and you'll make it through to the other side of the storm. The changes are part of our journey to a fifth dimensional world, of the shift to a more peaceful planet, where shadows and light are loved and accepted. All is well, and the little witch will help the world keep the world safe till we reach the other side of these changes. All is well, all is well, all is well. So there is a really big shift coming, and it almost feels like a paradigm shift for you, and a reinvention of yourself or your life, and just really, it feels like coming into alignment with who you are at a soul core level, and who you have been through many lifetimes. But this is the right path for you, pile 2. And I'm really being drawn to the pendulum on this card. So there may be something significant about you working with a pendulum or getting a pendulum, and working with your own intuitive gifts and working with your higher self, because you can use them to get guidance and to ask yes/no questions. And yes, there may be something really significant for you about working with either a pendulum or different types of divination. So you may already read tarot or oracle cards, or just be getting into that, but there could be something very significant for you. And also with this one, with the colours that are in it, it's making me think of your solar plexus and throat chakra, because of the almost like a goldy yellow colour in the blue that represents those particular chakras, but also quite possibly your sacral chakra, because of this being like a womb. So they would be things that are linked with your creativity and being able to manifest and bring things into the 3D and to be able to birth your ideas, which is all your sacral chakra energy. And then your solar plexus is all to do with your own willpower, energy levels, and just kind of your own personal power and boundaries. And then the blue is all to do with communication and healing as well, because in a sense of, if you're looking at aura colours, then a light blue is all to do with healing and having natural healing abilities. If you're looking at the chakras, then it's to do with communication. And if you're looking at colour therapy and colour healing, then blue is all to do with peace. So they might be quite significant for you, or something that would be helpful at the moment with your healing. So we're going to use the tarot to get a little bit more about this and just kind of look at your healing a little bit deeper, what it is that you need to heal. And then we'll get some guidance using oracle cards at the end. Go. So, Spirit, can we get some more information, please? What does pile 2 need to heal at the moment? What aspect of them needs healing? What aspect of pile 2 needs healing, Spirit? We've got a 5 of Pentacles and a 10 of Swords in reverse. What else, please, Spirit? What else needs healing? What else does pile 2 need to know about their healing journey? What else does pile 2 need to know? And then we have the Magician in reverse. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. Wow. Can I get one more, please, Spirit? And I think we've got 2 come out there. We've got 2 of Wands and the Tower. There's definitely a need to surrender, pile 2. There's deep healing going on here with the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. There's a sense of coming out of the cold and really being able to go deep with your healing, deep within. And I'm quite surprised that the Hermit hasn't come out, to be honest, because you may not have everything that you need quite yet in the external world, and there's no need to kind of, it's like you're being asked not to worry about it, to not worry about where you are in a material sense of things, and to really let go of any ego entrapments that you may have found yourself in, or almost like desiring status symbols and things like that. You're being asked to let go of anything like that. And to really kind of find that balance and expansion within yourself, because the changes that are coming, as we spoke about earlier with the witch at the end of the world, you've now got the Tower here as well, and the Tower is all about big changes and things crumbling down and being able to transform and rebuild with new solid foundations that weren't necessarily there before. And I love this particular Tower card. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see that. Hold on, let me put these down so I have more hands. But we've got butterflies here, and butterflies are all about transformation and metamorphosis and going through those stages of transformation, because obviously they start off as a little larva and caterpillar before going into the cocoon and really allowing that transformation to happen before they re-emerge as a butterfly. And that feels like what you're going through at the moment, or are going to be going through, because it's going to allow you to expand and really start to kind of feel like the world is your oyster, and allow that new dawn to come in. So you may be drawn to traveling at some point after you've gone through this transformation, and it will kind of open everything up for you. But right now you just need to be going within and not worrying about your external circumstances, because they can change, and they will change. Things are going to fall away and really allow you to reinvent yourself and your life as well. And now really feels like it isn't the time to start anything new, like any new projects and things like that. It's the time to rest and surrender and really relinquish control in a lot of ways. Obviously, I know that there are going to be things that you need to do to maintain your external stability, but make sure that you aren't being rigid in how you do that, because I know obviously we all need to make a living, but there's something about relinquishing control about how you do that and how that really looks for you, and just going with the flow and allowing the change to really transform you, and just riding those waves rather than trying to swim against it in any way, because it's going to facilitate a really deep healing within you. And as I say, allow the transformation to come in. So we're going to use this affirmators deck to get a little bit of kind of self-care advice for you, because this deck is all to do with love and relationships, but it's been working really well for our relationship with ourselves and how we communicate and see ourselves. So what would be helpful for pile 2, please, Spirit? What would be helpful for pile 2? What would be helpful for pile 2, please, Spirit? What would be helpful for pile 2? What would be helpful for pile 2, please, Spirit? And we have levity. Laughter is the best legal medicine, and it looks like it's time for you to take a sweet, sweet hit of it. When someone annoys you or plans go awry, try finding something funny in there. And if you ever feel like the butt of the joke, remember that the only difference between someone laughing at you and someone laughing with you is that in the first version, you're not laughing. You always have the option, so opt to lighten up. It's legal in almost 200 countries. So yeah, don't take things too seriously at the moment. Just kind of, once again, allowing yourself to just go with the flow. And we also have celebration. When I come across people in happy, healthy relationships, I give jealousy the finger and celebrate their joy. When I do so, I'm rooting for the good guys, which means I'm a good guy. And that means all of us win. Who wants to celebrate? So it could be really important for you to acknowledge the things that are going right and the things that you're really grateful for in your life. It's also making me think of possibly gratitude journal. If you don't keep one of those, it might be a good idea to start one. But really just kind of focusing on the small joys in life, whether it be something that's going right in your life or someone else's. And because if someone else has something that you wish that you had in your life, rather than allowing yourself to fall into that jealousy and that lack mentality of not having it, if you can see it as, well, if someone else has done that and has that, then it's possible for me as well. And really kind of shift your mindset so that you are seeing it as just a possibility of something that you can later on bring into your life, then you can keep your vibrations high and not let it really impact you in such a way. And it will speed up your manifestation of it coming in as well. Can I get another one, please, Spirit? What else would be helpful for pile 2, please? And we have vulnerability. I allow myself to talk about my feelings without fear of external judgment or internal drama. When I express my feelings, a couple of funny things happen. 1, I feel like a kindergartner. 2, everything gets lighter, easier, and filled with the comforting glow of honesty. Hey, no wonder kindergartners seem so fun and stress-free. And on the back of the deck, we have curiosity. Meet new people. Meeting new people, I remember what a treasure trove of options, interests, and stories they are. But these treasures will only be unlocked if I embrace my curiosity. So I'll be curious, and you be interesting. Deal? So, yeah, but try and find a way to explore life with a childlike curiosity to it, and really allow yourself to be vulnerable and curious while you're surrendering to the changes that are happening, because that curiosity will help lead your intuition to new opportunities as well, which may not come in if you're not looking for them and being curious about life. So that could be really helpful for you as well, pile 2. And then we're going to use one final oracle deck to kind of tap into your higher self and your own spiritual guidance, like your intuition and things that would be helpful for you. They worked really well with pile 1, so we'll see how it goes. I thought we'd try it again. So yeah, Spirit, what do we have for my pile 2s, please? What would be helpful for my pile 2s? Balanced forces. The Lemurian people are said to have been, it's one of those words, and Androng and oh, I don't know. It's spelled Androgynous. A perfect balance of what became masculine and feminine energy, as it is densified in physical form. This card invites you to look at masculine and feminine energy from a more balanced perspective. What needs to happen from a more holistic and equalized foundation. For more masculine drive and focus, concentrate on goals, desires, and ambitions. If you want to engage more feminine energy, for receptivity, trust, flow, and surrender, consider all the things you are already grateful for. Feel the warmth, gratitude, and comfort of knowing everything is divinely perfect just the way it is. And that really feeds into because I think it's really important for you at the moment, as we've seen in the cards, for you to be able to surrender and just allow the changes to come. So the gratitude journal that I was called to mention earlier is being backed up by this card, and would be really helpful for you because it's going to allow you to really kind of relax and be in that receptive, surrendered energy. And what else, please, Spirit? What else for my pile twos, please? And we have Internal Explorer. When we stop looking outside ourselves and surrender to a soft inner focus, we have access to unlimited information and resources. When we stop thinking with the glass ceiling of our intellect, we have access to multidimensional wisdom from the collective consciousness. Everything is there within you, waiting for expression. You are invited to explore the state of flow. You are an infinitely amazing being who can access collective consciousness, especially when you surrender some control to the greater process or get out of your own way. You have the permission you felt you needed. Go within and explore. Wonderful gifts are waiting for you. There's a real theme of surrender here. Pile two. What else, please, Spirit? Can I get one more, please? Can I get one more for pile two? Can I get one more for pile two, please, Spirit? And we have full spectrum. Step out of the black and white mentality of good and bad. Honour the full spectrum of life and see through fresh eyes. When we judge something, we create a story around it. And often these stories are limiting. Over a lifetime, we subconsciously gather so many of these stories. Create a space of no story for miraculous healing and crystallizing new paths. This space empowers us to know our truth and be all we are. Embrace creation in all her colours, including the raw, muddy, earthbound shadow parts of a situation, to determine whether your stories are limiting your perspective. Let the compost of the challenges you have overcome feed new shoots and blossoms. And on the back of the deck we have Mount Shasta. Where Lemuria would be destroyed, its people travelled to other parts of the globe. Mount Shasta was one place they journeyed. There are tales of unusual phenomena and multidimensional beings living inside the mountain. This card is about origins, and the image is the seed crystal this deck is based around. Honour and look more deeply into your ancestry, both your bloodline and your etheric lineage. Do you have an affinity with any star beings? Connecting with them might allow you greater insight into your traits, your strengths and challenges. The sacred places you feel attracted to may have an intuitive message for you. So I hope that this has been really helpful for you, pile two, and thank you ever so much for letting me read for you. I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this, and please feel free to like, comment or subscribe if you feel like doing so, as it all helps out the channel. And I hope that you come back and see me again soon. I'm sending you so much love. Bye. Hi pile three, welcome to your reading. This is your reading if you chose the think it's bloodstone mushroom. Just going to pop him up there if he'll stand up. Yes, he will. So we're going to use these oracle cards to just kind of get an overview of what it is that needs healing. You should know whether it resonates from these. And we have Snow Angel. The signs are with you already. With number 4, and we also have the Greys, with organised and intimidating and I can't pronounce that word. Utilitarian and No. So before we kind of get into these, I want to read this one to you. For the last 2 piles, I have been reading from the guidebook as to the meaning, because I won't be able to do it justice. So number 4. So about this Snow Angel. This angel is one of the many blessed beings assigned to humanity to carve out signs in the most stark and lifeless of places. She leaves signs for those who cannot see and shapes them again and again until one day those who deny she is watching over them finally wake up. It is at that moment she can move on to another charge. By acknowledging her protection, you set her free and release her many blessings to others too, so others too may benefit. Look around you now for signs of her presence. Even in the snows of winter and the harsh desert sands, she has made her presence felt. It is your blindness, your unwillingness to see that holds you back, not life itself. Open your eyes to the presence of Snow Angel, of all angels. Feel their blessings and begin to live life anew. Her message is, humph. There, if you miss that sign, I really don't know what will convince you. Maybe I should just stand here a while and wait till you notice me. Point to the sign, flap my wings, and then you'll believe that it is really a sign. I leave signs for all to see, clear indicators of my presence, and even make my shape in this cold snow. But again and again you ask, where are my angels? And here I am. I will continue to leave my mark in the snow with a feather falling from the sky, in the gentle voice that speaks to you at night, and even in the gentle prod I may give you from behind. But stop asking for signs. You have received so many, and none of them will be seen or acknowledged until you are willing to believe that we are always with you. And the divination message. You have already received very definite, clear signs, one you have asked for over and over again. The Snow Angel will reply. But it is the message you are refusing to hear, not her presence, that is denied you. It is your own fear and attachment to hesitating that keep you on pause. It is time to see what has really been shown to you and to take action immediately without hesitation. The Snow Angel has shown you very clearly that you are protected and cared for. Now it is time for you to do exactly that for yourself. And yes, you can. Open your senses up to angelic guidance. So you are really surrounded and protected. If you aren't already working with your guardian angel and angels in general, then it would probably be really helpful for you. So the sorts of signs that you can look out for, they can be little intuitive nudges. They don't have to be anything big. They can be repeating numbers, finding a feather, regardless of what colour it is, somewhere that you wouldn't expect to find a feather. It can even be lyrics in a song jumping out at you that's playing on the radio, or someone giving you a book. There's loads of different ways that they can kind of show up and show their presence and to guide you on your path. But there is something about letting go of expecting things to be a certain way. And it's going to be different. It feels like there's kind of a divide. There's some of you that are going to need to let go and heal, feeling like everything has to be completely perfect and everything has to be completely planned out, and not having any flexibility there, and being able to allow yourself to go with the flow a lot more. And then there's some of you that may feel like you're completely all over the place and chaotic, and need some kind of organisation to come in to your life and be able to kind of have more structure. But I don't think that that's going to be for many of you. Most of you are going to be need to kind of heal that need to have everything in its right place, kind of thing, and to just kind of be able to just go with the flow. And if there's someone else in your life who that can be quite intimidating and put their foot down and say, no, this is how it has to be done, then this feels very much like it is time for you to set boundaries and to learn to be able to say no, and know that no is a complete sentence. And you don't have to explain any further than that. You can say no to something, and whoever it is that you're saying no to, how they react is down to them. But it's not your responsibility to justify yourself and explain yourself to them. You don't have to do that. Because it feels like the healing that needs to take place is very much to do with feeling like you can stand up for yourself and to be able to say no to others, and really just kind of break out of that dynamic of people pleasing and running around after them, and know that you are supported and you are protected and guided by your angels. So I'm going to get a little bit more tarot. We're going to get into the tarot for you, and then we're going to get oracle cards as well for guidance. But we're going to use the tarot to get a bit more about the healing that needs to take place. But it feels very much about trusting in your angels and trusting in the universe to catch you, and that you will be safe and protected, standing up for yourself. Because this feels like it's about boundaries and knowing how to, and allowing yourself to practice discernment and removing yourself from situations and relationships that no longer serve you and that are stunting, in a lot of ways, stunting your growth and your healing, and almost preventing you from moving forward on your life path. Although it's part of the process and part of the healing is learning that, but it's going to open everything up once you've mastered having those boundaries in place and really knowing your own worth, and just kind of trusting that everything's going to be okay. If you take that leap of breaking away and breaking free of any constraints, then it's going to lead to bigger and better things that are going to be more aligned with you and who you are, and really kind of allow you to step into yourself. So can we get a bit more, please, Spirit, for pile 3, about the aspect of them that needs healing at the moment? Get some more, please, Spirit. What needs healing for pile 3? What aspect of themselves needs healing? And we have the Page of Swords in reverse. What aspect of pile 3 needs healing, please, Spirit? Ace of Cups. Magician in reverse. Can we get a little more, please, Spirit? And 2 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, things are very blocked for you at the moment. The healing that needs to take place is really breaking free of any limiting beliefs and constraints and things that are really holding you back, and allowing yourself to follow your intuitive nudges and the guidance that you're receiving from your angels. And because there are opportunities for expansion and emotional fulfillment and gaining clarity about things that are all in your escrow, waiting to come through into the 3D and waiting to come into your life. And once you've begun this healing, then it's going to allow you to step into the Magician energy, which will allow you to manifest everything that you desire. You're going to have everything at your disposal that you need to bring in your manifestations, whether it be the learning and the mental clarity that you desire, whether it be a new career path or something that you want to study, whether it be out of interest or to progress in some way. It's all there waiting to come in, but you have to be open to the signs and the synchronicities, and be willing to really allow yourself to be you and to step forwards and not allow yourself to be kind of constrained by what was. Just because life has led you to where you are right now, that doesn't dictate where your life can go going forwards. Your starting point is here, regardless of what your past has been, regardless of your past experiences or your current circumstances. The decisions and actions that you take now will determine what your future looks like. If you carry on doing the same thing today, tomorrow, the next day, then it's not going to change anything going forwards. You're just going to be exactly where you are now in another year's time or 2 years' time, whatever. Whereas if you start allowing these changes to come in and following your intuitive nudges and learning to say no and setting healthy boundaries, then it's going to allow you to really step into this expansive energy, and it's going to open up everything to you. It's going to feel like the world is your oyster, and it's going to allow you that emotional fulfillment that you desire with this Ace of Cups here, and really allowing you to kind of share things from an overflowing cup and a sense of abundance and happiness, and really feeling emotionally fulfilled in life and allowing that new emotional beginning to come in. And on the back of the deck we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. I think this is the first reading that I have ever done where all of the cards have come out in reverse. And it really feels like you're in a situation that is making you feel so trapped and stifled that you can't truly be yourself and be you. And it's holding everything back, all of the things that you desire and the things that you want to bring in. It could also be really important for you to make sure that you stay hydrated as well and look after your physical body. But there is really something about allowing yourself to break free from these holds, whether they be mentally or an external circumstance, and really allowing yourself to be supported by your angels and spirit and the universe, and trusting that the universe will co-create with you whatever it is that you desire. When you can let go of or break away from the limiting beliefs, and it may be really important for you to be mindful of who you are investing your time and energy into as well, because we are kind of the result of the 5 people that we are closest to and that we spend the most time with, because their energy and ways of thinking and being will rub off on us. And if they aren't really that supportive and conducive to how you want your life to look and how you want your life to be, then it's like that crabs in a bucket kind of scenario where you will try and free yourself and pull yourself out to go off to something new, and then something will happen and then they will pull you back down into the bucket with them, because that's just what crabs do. And they won't necessarily mean it in a malicious way. It's just that people are more comfortable with the norm. So if they're used to certain sorts of behaviours from you, then when you try and push against that and say no to things that you wouldn't normally, then it can cause kind of a pushback, and it can ruffle feathers and things like that. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. Obviously, make sure that you're safe, and I don't think that this is, but if there are any of you watching where this is a potentially volatile or abusive situation, then reach out, get the help that you need, and get yourself somewhere safe, because there is going to be nothing good staying in this situation for any moment of time longer than what you need to be. It's just going to be detrimental to your well-being as a whole, and no one should be putting up with any kind of situations like that anyway. But yeah, there's really something about just kind of allowing yourself to be supported by the universe and breaking out of those. They could even be traditions that are holding you back from really being true to yourself. But we are going to pull some oracle cards now to kind of get some advice from spirit. So we're going to be using the Affirmators Love and Relationship deck, and I found that they work really well for not just our relationships with others, but also our relationship with ourselves as well. So spirit, what do you have for my pile 3s, please? What do they need to hear? What would be helpful for them in this situation and on their healing journey right now? What do you have for my pile threes, please, Spirit? What do you have for my pile threes, please? Yeah, that one. We have commitment. I willingly accept that it's safe to topple my walls and commit completely to a relationship. It might be one that's already here or one that's on the way. Either way, those walls have got to go. Without them, I can go further, feel freer, and love bigger than ever before. Bonus, no walls, means I'll save a lot of money on picture frames. And that really feels like making a commitment to yourself and letting the constraints of things go, because our limiting beliefs and things like that can act as walls around us that prevent us from moving forwards. What else, Spirit? And we also have warmth. I focus on warmth and let it guide all my interactions. No matter how others behave, I choose to respond warmly. With warmth, I can melt any icy exterior. I can soften any hard feelings. I can microwave any pizza. Today I adopt the saying, kill 'em with kindness, and turn myself into a warmth and loving serial killer. And I think that's what you need to be showing yourself. There's no need to if you find that you're getting pushback when you're asserting your boundaries and saying no to others, then kill them with kindness, but also make sure that you're treating yourself with kindness and really putting your own well-being first and treating yourself with love and compassion as well. And can I get one more, please, Spirit? What else for my pile threes, please? And we also have curiosity. Meeting new people. I remember what a treasure trove of options, interests and stories they are. But these treasures will only be unlocked if I embrace my curiosity. So I'll be curious and you be interesting. Deal? So yeah, allow yourself to be curious, whether it be curiosity about getting to know yourself better and deepening your relationship with yourself, or whether it be about getting curious about how you can deal with this situation and how you can overcome those barriers and those things that are holding you back and keeping you constrained. And we also have sensuality. Embracing sensuality doesn't necessarily mean you're a middle-aged swinger. It simply means you're savouring one of the coolest aspects of being alive, sensory input. It's time to get decadent and reward yourself with gifts of the senses. You could drop a wad of cash on champagne and chocolate, or you could tune in and enjoy the incredible gifts around you, the taste of an orange, the sound of the forest, the texture of corduroy. I don't know your life. The point is, it's time to savour whatever your senses can grab hold of, even if that means you're being sensual. So just really allow yourself to reconnect with your body and enjoy your favourite foods, having a hot bubble bath, going and getting a massage, whatever it is that's going to allow you to really kind of break free, relax and be present in the moment and present in your body could be really helpful for you as well, pile 3. And we're going to use this little deck here to get some more advice from Spirit and your higher self as well. So what advice do you have for my pile 3s, please? What advice do you have for my pile 3s? And we have Earth, nurture nature. No one could hold you the way nature can. Mama Nature is a powerful healer and transmuter of dense energies. She takes in your out breath and can transform your woes if you can allow yourself to surrender, to lie in her grassy arms or be embraced by her branches. All experiences, those categorized as good or bad, are part of the natural cycle that allows for the continuation of life. Trying to suppress or control will only bring you out of harmony. I'm sure there's some kind of typo there. Trying to suppress or control will only bring you out of harmony. Yeah, there's a typo there. Nature is all around you. Notice her. When you feel like no one else can hold you, she can. And also, with this typo being here, it's reminding me that things don't need to be perfect. There is a beauty in taking imperfect action. So you don't need to know all of the steps before taking the first one as well. Yeah, and just allow yourself to spend time in nature and recharge. What else, please? What else is there for my pile threes? What else is there for my pile threes, please? We have crown chakra. Whoops, daisy, and another one. We'll look at that one in a second. So we have crown chakra, the unlimited self. The crown chakra is your link to the multidimensionality of your being, the seat of your soul. It gracefully connects you to the heavens. The infinity symbol of limitlessness appears within the unfolding petals and points to your most potent potential. Here you can delight in the divine strands of light that dance with us when we are in light, aligned with spirit, purpose and truth. Be present and flow without rigid outcomes. Find more space in your life. Find your own way to meditate. Explore the state of flow and be receptive to the intuitive messages you may receive. So yeah, just being in nature may allow you to really connect with your higher self and to really align with spirit and who you are at a soul level, which will allow you to find the ways to break free of the restrictions that you've found yourself in that need healing, and really focus on your connection with spirit and angels and your higher self as well, because they're going to help you to start this healing journey that you're on. And we also have awakened awareness. There are many levels of awakening. Keep learning and putting yourself into situations where you can grow. Stay aligned with your inner guidance and do what you love to keep your vibe high. Seek not instant pleasure, but substantial and sustainable joy. Eat healthily, keep your body active, and have life goals, but with enough space to hear the answers to your prayers. Find your unique way of connecting with the divine inside you, not as an external seeking, but as a receptive allowing. Be inspired to see the question at hand with a different perspective. Look between the lines for a deeper interpretation. And on the back of the deck we have Soul Star Chakra, merging with the divine. This image captures the merging of time beyond space and kaleidoscope wisdom that penetrates our being. We have lived in many worlds, all interconnected. They uphold the lessons they carry as messages of transformation. Their synergy creates the expansion of the universe. Gaze into the place where the light between our stardust can become anything, and collective evolution is part of a grander story. When we simply let go, we become all that we have been, seeking and glimpsing the greater dream. Meditate on the idea that everything that ever was and ever will be is happening simultaneously, right now, across multiple dimensions. Meditation in nature seems really important for you, pile 3. So that could be something that will either kickstart your healing journey or actually support you during the process of your healing journey. and enable you to connect more deeply with your spiritual side. So I hope that this has been really helpful for you, or I say really helpful. I hope that it's been really helpful. Obviously I know there's no guarantees. But yes, thank you ever so much for letting me read for you. I'm sending you so much love, and I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching. Please feel free to like, comment or subscribe if you feel like doing so, as it all helps out the channel. And I hope that you come back and see me again soon. Bye.